Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am Uncle Lander and this is Mass Effect 2 Legendary Edition Paragon Vanguard build with mods. On the last episode we managed to escape from one of the Cerberus facilities and we learned that we got resurrected by the Lazarus project that was led by the Elusive Men and the Cerberus. And people who have met were Jacob, but it's just Jacob, and we also have met Milson, which turns out that he was apparently a traitor, but then Miranda popped out of nowhere and she kinda executed him right in front of our eyes. Yep, but we managed to survive, and now we are going ahead to have a conversation with the Elusive Man himself. So, I'm currently at level 5, 226 health, bear is 250, and when it comes to powers, incendiary ammunition is currently at level 1, charge at level 2, shockwave at level 2, pull at 0, but we're gonna definitely change that, assault mastery at rank 2, and warp ammunition at rank 1. So yeah, let's we move on. I could have a conversation with the people in my team over here, and I think I'm gonna do that because Miranda is gonna nag about me not talking to the Elusive Man.
I wouldn't keep the Elusive Man waiting.
So even Jacob is gonna nag about it. Okay, fine.
The Elusive Man is waiting for you in the other room.
Armor locker, customized gear. Okay, I guess I could change the casual appearance right now, which I am definitely gonna do that. Huh, I can even pick the Alliance armor. That is actually pretty neat. Yeah, let's go with the hoodie. Always the hoodie. It's the comfort that matters. Okay, so we have helmets. We got N7 helmet. That increases our health by 5%. We have N7 breather helmet. That's probably give me the same ability. Yep, also 5%. And the last helmet over here, that's a recon hood. Weapon damage of 5%. I'm gonna have to figure out a good balance of power damage, weapon damage, and additional health, because I'm a Vanguard and I'm gonna try to do my best to attack, to charge enemies as much as possible and also attack them as close as possible. So maybe for now let's just keep the regular helmet, chest plate, which I cannot pick anything else, and I suppose the other armors are not really available. Okay, let's check the material. So we have I think that's a regular plastic. It's a little bit more shiny plastic. That's even more shinier plastic. That looks like a matte color armor. This is a little more glossy. Maybe I'm gonna pick up this. Okay, so that's the surface tint of the armor. That's actually even a darker dark than this. Nice. The second tint. That could go nicely with this. I guess this color pattern. The question is, do I even want a pattern? I don't think I'm gonna go for the pattern. And there's even a pattern color. Brighter red? Doesn't look half bad, honestly. Maybe if there was a crimson red. Okay, that is actually, the darker red is the default color. Okay, so we have managed to kind of remaster the colors of my character. Looks good. Looks good, looks fine. Let's talk to the Elusive Man. Let's see what he has to say to us. And also, this episode is being recorded live on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/UncleLander. Come and say hi. Variety gaming, marathons, and charity marathons.
Commander Shepard.
Elusive Man. I thought we'd be meeting face to face.
Unnecessary precaution. Not unusual for people who know what you and I know.
Also, the other change that I have done since the last time was I removed that damage number mod. I was just like, okay, I have the health bars on every single of the enemies. Why do I need the damage numbers? Just totally remove that mod from the mod list.
You might be the reason I'm still alive, but that doesn't mean I trust you.
You need to put your personal feelings aside. Humanity is up against the greatest threat of our brief existence.
The Reapers.
Good to see your memory's still intact. How are you feeling?
And we are not friends.
You need to earn the right to ask me those kinds of questions.
Cerberus isn't as evil as you believe. You and I are on the same side. We just have different methods.
Cut to the chase. What are the Reapers doing that made you decide to bring me back?
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack. While you've been sleeping, entire colonies have been disappearing. Human colonies. We believe it's someone working for the Reapers, just as Saren and the Geth aided Sovereign. You've seen it yourself. You bested all of them. That's just one reason we chose you.
Okay. What can he tell me about this organization that he have created and he's leading?
Fighting a war doesn't seem like Cerberus. Why are you involved?
We're committed to the advancement and preservation of humanity. If the Reapers are targeting us, trying to wipe us out, Cerberus will stop them. If we wait for politicians or the Alliance to act, no more human colonies will be left.
And what about the abductions?
Sovereign was trying to harvest all life in the galaxy. Why would the Reapers target a few human colonies?
Hundreds of thousands of colonists have vanished. I'd say that fits the definition of harvesting. Nobody's paying attention because it's random, and the attacks occur in remote locations. I don't know why they've suddenly targeted humanity. Maybe you got their attention when you killed one of them.
And why don't we ask Alliance? I mean, I can say already why we're not gonna call Alliance, because, okay, so Cerberus, first of all, was a Black Ops organization for the Alliance. So basically, everything that was happening was off the record. And it's now a splinter group. They decided to separate themselves from the Alliance. So asking Alliance for help right now, it's like serving themselves on a plate to go straight to prison, pretty much.
If this is a threat against humanity, you need to mobilize the Alliance.
They suffered substantial losses fighting Sovereign. They're rebuilding, still stretched too thin to waste resources verifying the Reaper threat. Blaming the abductions on mercs and pirates is easier and more convenient.
Which, yeah, that's kind of true, sadly. But why me?
You could have trained an entire army for what you spent to bring me back.
You're unique, not just in ability or what you've experienced, but in what you represent. You stood for humanity at a key moment. You're more than a soldier. You're a symbol. And I don't know if the Reapers understand fear, but you killed one. They have to respect that.
Hey Javopi, hope you're doing well. Glad to see you. Maybe I believe you. Just a little bit of maybe.
If what you say is true, if the Reapers are behind this, I'd consider helping you.
I'd be disappointed if you accepted any of this without seeing for yourself. I have a shuttle ready to take you to Freedom's Progress, the latest colony to be abducted. Miranda and Jacob will brief you.
Hello Zach, welcome to the channel. Hope you're doing well. Glad to hear. Happy Wednesday to you and to everybody. So, I supposed to trust these two.
Miranda killed Wilson in cold blood. Jacob's just a gun for hire. You expect me to trust them?
Wilson was one of my best agents, but he was a traitor. Miranda did exactly what I expected of her, and she saved your life in more ways than one. Jacob's a soldier, one of the best. He's never fully trusted me, but he's always been honest about it. You'll be just fine with them. For now.
For now. And do I have a choice?
Is this a volunteer job or am I being volunteered?
You always have a choice, Shepard. If you don't find the evidence we're both looking for, we can part ways. But first, go to Freedom's Progress. Find any clues you can. Who's abducting the colonies? Do they have any connection to the Reapers? I brought you back. It's up to you to do the rest.
And it seems like we have also leveled up. So I got 2 points. I was thinking about getting myself a pull, because I'm most likely gonna ignore the cryogenic ammunition. I'm definitely gonna go for incendiary ammunition against every single other enemy, while I'm gonna have a little bit of problem dealing with the shields I'm also gonna have Miranda with the overload, so it's not really gonna be that bad. But then again, there's also Project Overlord, so that might be a little bit complicated, but we'll see. Anyway, I'm gonna put 1 point into pool right now, and after that, we're gonna see what I'm gonna level up next. Maybe the ammunition. Maybe the ammunition. We're still pretty early in the game, so I have all the choices in the world. In a matter of fact, I'm gonna make another save over here, because it never hurts to be saved and sorry. Okay. So maybe let's now have a conversation with Jacob. Also, if there's one thing that I can definitely notice, is that I need to adjust the sound of the game a little bit. I'm gonna increase the dialogue volume by like 10%. And maybe the sounds of the game by another 10% as well. I think we are a little bit on the quiet side.
I'm glad the elusive man convinced you to join us, Commander.
Convinced me. Wouldn't really say that I'm convinced. I'm just only interested in actually investigating that thing.
I just want to find out what happened to those missing people. I still don't trust Cerberus.
Noted. Do you trust me, Commander?
No, because you're Jacob, and nobody should ever trust you. Especially the people who have made this awfully poor decision of romancing Jacob.
You're a good man, Jacob, but you might be working for the wrong people.
Maybe. But I thought the same when I was with the Alliance. That's why I'm here now.
Okay, maybe he can tell me something about the current mission then.
Do you know anything about this colony we're going to?
It's called Freedom's Progress. Don't know much else. I guess we'll find out when we get there.
Alright, and what is the history of you and Alliance, Jacob?
You said you served in the Alliance.
5 years in total. Stationed all over the galaxy. Even spent a couple of years as a Corsair.
Corsair?
I've never heard of the Corsairs.
It was an Alliance initiative. They hired independent starship captains and used them for missions that fell outside official Alliance jurisdiction. Technically, we weren't part of the Alliance. If we ever got caught, they could disavow any knowledge of us. We were supposed to be free from restrictions and rules, but there was still enough red tape to sink a cruiser. I finally just gave up.
So, Corsairs were basically like a you could basically consider Corsairs as a mercenary band. Hired by the Alliance, doing the missions for the Alliance, getting paid by the Alliance. But if something go wrong, Alliance was like, hands are over here. I have never done anything. That is one screwed up job. Absolutely. And what about him and Cerberus?
Why did you join Cerberus?
I guess I just got tired of never making a difference. So much of what we did in the Alliance seemed pointless. I thought things would change after the attack on the Citadel. Humanity was finally invited to join the Council, but nothing changed. Politics, bureaucracy, same bullshit, different leaders. Cerberus is different. When colonies go missing, we don't commission a team to write a report to figure out what the hell to do about it. We just go and find out.
Or so you believe.
That's all for now.
Yes, ma'am.
Alright. Let's see what Miranda has to say.
The elusive man is very impressed with you. I'm eager to see if you can live up to his expectations on this mission.
Just remember who is in charge. I guess I should thank her for resurrecting me.
I never got a chance to say how much I appreciated what the Lazarus Project did for me.
I just hope it was worth it. A lot of people lost their lives on that station.
We don't have to be enemies. I mean, that answer wasn't really hostile. She was just stating fact. There was a lot of people who have lost their life just so I can be alive. But then Wilson have decided to basically turn the entire station upside down and kill everybody with the army of mechs.
We have to work together here. Your attitude isn't helping anything.
I have the utmost respect for your abilities, Shepard. It's your motivations that concern me. I believe in what Cerberus stands for. Only time will tell if you prove to be an asset or a liability to our cause.
Gee whiz. Okay, what can she tell me about the current mission then?
What can you tell me about this colony we're going to?
Freedom's Progress? It's a typical human settlement in the Terminus systems. They had a small military force for protection supplemented by mechs and security drones. Average in almost every way, really. Completely unremarkable. Until the disappearance.
Any idea what we might find out over there?
Any thoughts on what we might run into there?
A lot of empty buildings and one giant mystery.
Fair enough. Maybe she can tell me a little bit more about the Lazarus project.
I'd like to know more about the Lazarus Project from the person in charge.
I wasn't in charge. The elusive man was. If I was running the show, would have done a few things differently.
Like, for example?
What would you have changed?
To start, I would have implanted you with some type of control chip. But the elusive man wouldn't allow it. He was afraid it might affect your personality, alter your character somehow. He wouldn't let us do anything that might limit your potential in any way.
Or it would piss me off.
Can't say I like the idea of being brought back to life with a control chip in my brain.
The elusive man is taking an incredible risk with you. I just hope his gamble pays off.
Okay, so maybe she wants to tell something about herself.
Tell me a little about yourself.
Worried about my qualifications? I can crush a mech with my biotics or shoot its head off at 100 yards. Take your pick.
A little bit more than resume, please.
I was trying to get to know you as a human being.
I'm not looking for a friend, Shepard. Stay focused on the mission.
Yeah, you might change that. You might change that tone as we gonna progress with the game.
It's obvious you're not interested in talking.
We've got an assignment. We can talk about it or we can do it.
Well, I'm definitely gonna do it. And there goes the mission summary. We got a level up, mission summary, import bonuses for the New Game Plus, long service bonuses, again, New Game Plus. We got the grenade launcher, and we also got a nice sum of credits from all the things that we have found.
We should be there shortly, Shepard. The elusive man put us under your command. Do you have any orders?
And just like that, Miranda is now wearing her combat suit, so don't worry, guys. It's all good. Miranda is not ruined. Let's ask about some other colonies.
What did you find at the other colonies?
Nothing. No signs of attack, no corpses, not even a trace of unusual genetic material to give us a clue. They just disappeared, and we've got no target to go after.
And what about my authority?
Are you sure you'll be comfortable following my orders?
We didn't bring you back from the dead just to second guess you, Commander. If the elusive man says you're in charge, you're in charge.
Okay, if you say so. And what about the odds of success?
What makes you think this investigation will turn up anything new?
At other colonies, official investigators got there first. Sometimes looters or salvage teams as well. We're hoping to be the first ones there this time. Maybe find clues before somebody else disturbs the scene.
Alright, someone could still be alive over there, and I think we should set it up as a priority.
Our first priority is to look for survivors.
That's unlikely, Commander. No one was left at the other colonies. They were completely deserted.
Be nice to find somebody. Anything's better than another ghost town.
Damn right. Alright, let's see my setup of weapons. So I have what seems to be a pistol. I have assault rifle, and I also have a shotgun. I'm definitely gonna switch to the assault rifle for now. I don't think there's a lot of area, especially at the beginning of the Freedom's Progress, to be able to constantly charge at enemies and just do whatever we want. And it seems like the pull abilities have been already switched, so let's see. We're gonna both activate the fire ammunition, and it seems like Miranda can be adjusted a little bit. Let's see, I only have 1 point, but that 1 point, I cannot currently level up anything unless I have 2 squad points. At least when it comes to me. And Jacob. when it comes to you, we're gonna give you the pull because I'm a biotic. So we're gonna definitely go pull, Cerberus operative, and I got 3 points, so I'm gonna level up your pull. Miranda. Now Miranda, definitely Cerberus officer. And all of those abilities are good. So, Overlord, Warp, and Cerberus officer, because with Miranda has a bonus power that increases the health and increases the weapon damage. This is why I always like to pick Miranda, because of that squad bonus power. Alright, for now this is gonna be it, because again, we got only 1 point that I can use, and there's nothing I can do about that. Anyway, moving on. In this game, it's actually it is a very good idea to look around in search for like resources, weapon attachments, weapon upgrades, any upgrades in general.
Looks like everyone just got up and left right in the middle of dinner.
And also notes, credits. As much as more action-oriented is Mass Effect 2, it actually rewards you for searching around.
Strange. No bodies, no structural damage, and no signs of battle.
Hold left shift to display the current objective. Well, it's not actually true because by pressing left shift we got a menu.
Strange. Security systems were just
Okay, let's try it out. Pull.
Impact imminent.
There we go! Shoot them before they take out your shields.
Too late for that one. Jacob, do this. And there goes Jacob. You're still alive. Okay.
Collision proximity warning.
I've got him!
Yep. Congratulations, Jacob. Just woke up that you can use the pole. All of them have shotguns, which is not really helpful. I would really love for them to use a different weapon that is far more accurate long range wise. Like a pistol. I also need to de-rust myself when it comes to playing as Vanguard. I have not played Vanguard in a long time.
Gear up!
Can't target them! Can't get a lock!
Hostile forces have engaged. Impact proximity warning.
Yeah, that I don't have a lock announcement is gonna be a little annoying.
Stop right there!
Praza, you said you'd let me handle this.
Hi, Tally.
Shepard?
I'm not taking any chances with Cerberus operatives.
Put those weapons down! Shepard? Is that... you're alive?
And I can prove it.
Remember when I gave you that Geth data tally? Did it help you complete your pilgrimage?
Yes, it did. Praza, weapons down. This is definitely Commander Shepard.
Why is your old commander working for Cerberus?
I don't know. Maybe we should ask.
I nearly died, Tally. Cerberus spent 2 years rebuilding me. They want me to investigate attacks on human colonies.
Likely story. No organization would commit so many resources to bring back one soldier.
You haven't seen Shepard in action, Praza. Trust me, it was money well spent. Perhaps we can work together. We're here looking for a young Quarian named Vitor. He was here on pilgrimage.
And why he was... I mean, Tali just explained that. He is here on a pilgrimage. That is his mission. He tries to bring something interesting to the flotilla. So it would be the kind of questioning, the one that on top right, is a good explanation for somebody who just does not either listen to what happened in Mass Effect 1 or basically is new to the lore of the game. But to me, to somebody who is actually a little bit experienced, this is kind of, I don't know. How would you say it? It's kind of like hammering the same idea into your head 7,000 times, I guess.
Isn't that a little strange? A Quarian visiting a remote human colony?
Quarians can choose where they go on pilgrimage. Vitor liked the idea of helping a small settlement. He was always nervous in crowds.
She means that he was unstable. Combine that with damage to his suit CO2 scrubbers and an infection from an open-air exposure, and he's likely delirious.
When he saw us landing, he hid in a warehouse on the far side of town. We suspect he also programmed the mechs to attack anything that moved.
Yeah, and it seems like Quarians never have heard of a possibility of autism spectrum on somebody having anxiety issues, or somebody basically being an introvert. But then again, in Quarian culture, being an introvert is almost impossible because of how they live. Most of the time they spend times on ships that do not really allow you for that much of a luxury of free and independent space, because everybody shares everything with each other. But yeah, okay, I think we need to team up for this. It will be a better solution.
Vitor's the only one who can tell us what happened here. We should work together to find him.
Good idea. You'll need 2 teams to get past the drones anyway.
Now we're working with Cerberus?
No, Praza, you're working for me. If you can't follow orders, go wait on the ship. Head for the warehouse through the center of the colony. We'll circle around the far side and draw off some of the drones to clear you a path.
And why would Quarians hate Cerberus? I mean, okay, Cerberus are pro-humans. They do not really appreciate other species, because as if we can notice so far, the only personnel that we have met in Cerberus are basically humans. You have not noticed a Turian Cerberus. You have not noticed an Asari Cerberus person. There was only humans, and that pretty much gives you all the hints that you need on why Quarians are not really in best relationships. But there's probably some kind of an incident that have happened.
Your people really don't like Cerberus. What did I miss?
They killed our people, infiltrated our flotilla, and tried to blow up one of our ships.
That's not how I'd have explained it exactly. It was nothing personal.
Of
We can
course.
argue over who killed who later. Right now, we've got a job to do.
Agreed. We work together to get to Vitor.
Sounds like a plan.
Make sure to keep in radio contact.
Will do. Good luck, Shepard. Whatever happens, it's good to have you back.
Whatever happens, I'm gonna save the game. That would be a save number 5. I'm only gonna create like 5 saves, and I'm gonna basically overwrite every single save after that one, just so I can conserve some space on the hard drive. Even though technically I don't have to worry about the space on my hard drive, but it basically keeps everything tidy.
Be careful, Shepard. There's a squad of security drones up ahead.
Lovely.
Thanks for the warning. We'll take care of them.
We've been spotted!
Have you?
Impact event. Impact.
Impact indeed. Okay, give me those 2,000. Oh yeah, I totally forgot. I have a mod that was relatively new, and basically it's a dodge mod from Mass Effect 3. Basically every single class had an ability to perform a dodge like this. For example, Biotics had an ability to slide, and every single other of the human races were basically able to perform a dodge in place, something which in regular Mass Effect was not really achievable.
Use overload on them.
Well, you don't have to ask me twice. Yeah, I need you to be done.
Target down!
Shepard, Praza and his squad rushed on ahead. I told them to wait, but they wouldn't listen. They want to find Vitor and take him away before you get here.
We should have expected this.
Come on, we can still catch them.
Yeah, the slide mod is definitely gonna be a little bit of a game changer. I'm gonna have to like readjust my my playthrough and how I play the game. And let's save the game over here. I think I remember what's gonna happen next. Well, besides this happening. Alright, so this definitely allows me to dodge a couple bullets before I can go into cover.
Target down!
Can I actually lift you? No. Because in this game you cannot lift shielded targets. It's not it is not Mass Effect 1 when you can just lift any target into the sky.
They did want to get to Vitor first.
Get your squad into cover and I'll open the loading bay doors.
We'll take cover by the doors. Shepard, you take point.
Or maybe it's because they are robots. Quite frankly, I do not really remember this game's mechanics.
Taking cover!
Take point, Shepard. We'll cover the door.
Oh yeah, I need to take cover myself now.
We'll take cover by the
I
door.
don't think this game has a quick save option. It should have one.
You take point.
And now the fight with the drone. Oh boy. The fight with the big old boy.
That mech's got heavy armor plating. Those Quarians never stood a chance.
This is gonna be one tough son of a bitch to take down.
Well, his shields are definitely gonna be tough. Because when it comes to armor, it's not gonna be really that problematic.
Overlord will take out their shields.
No, what the hell are you doing, guys?
Got
You
it!
got it!
Okay, that is a good opportunity. Warp and shockwave. Okay, what else can I do? Both of the abilities of my companions are kind of locked. Oh no, not really. I think the red markers basically shows the ineffective abilities, which with biotic explosions, that is kind of not even a real problem. And he's done.
It's gonna blow!
But of course, Jacob is like, oh, I'm gonna take all the shots. It's just Jacob things. It's just Jacob things. Okay, so the Quarians are over there. So this is the last people that we're gonna talk with. And maybe before I'm gonna do that, because I always remember I have managed to screw up over here. By picking a, like, just making wrong decisions. I'm gonna look around. If the game is gonna like jump into like another cutscene, or it's gonna basically push the progress a little bit too far away, I'm going to reload the save, and
We can use this.
that's all there is to it. Heavy weapon ammunition. It doesn't seem like my Shepard can even have a heavy weapon. Yeah, and there goes the Vitor.
Mechs will protect. Safe from swarms.
Yeah, I could not skip the conversation option, so we need to reload the entire game. Love that. That's quality content. Right there. Absolutely a quality thing that have just happened. The game didn't crash. I have closed the game because I want to talk with Tali first before I'm getting into that room. I basically thought that I can clean up the entire area before talking to Tally, but it seems like we're gonna find another quarry in the another room. I'm sorry, guys. That is my bad. As I believe you can get some additional bonuses if you're gonna talk with Tally. And now I'm waiting for Mass Effect 2 to launch, but it doesn't launch because, you know, it all works perfectly fine. Trust me. This stream and this game is perfectly optimized. It's totally not an amateur shoddy work. Just slap a couple mods and that's it. Totally not. Totally not. Don't worry about it. It all just works. Okay, the game is loading right now. Because let's not forget, despite the fact that you have Mass Effect on Steam, it still tries to connect to the Origin client. And it needs to connect to the Origin client to be able to play. But the problem is, Origin sucks. It sucked earlier, it sucks even now. Alright, I got the save. My apologies for it. For this peculiar situation. Please forgive me. And also sub to my channel, because I seek attention. Yes, I am starved for clout. I'm starved for attention.
This looks interesting.
Okay, so that's the heavy weapon armor. Now let's go for Tally. Because I kinda want to try and help them. It doesn't seem like I can do anything else.
This is your chance to go find Vitor while I tend to the wounded, Shepard. He's probably somewhere in the back of the loading bay.
And this entire situation turned out to be an absolute waste of time. Well, you live, you learn. That's all I'm gonna say. You live, you learn.
Monsters coming back. Mechs will protect. Safe from swarms. Have to hide. No monsters. No swarms. No.
Vitor?
No Vitor. Not here. Swarms can't find. Monsters coming. Have to hide.
Nobody's gonna hurt you anymore.
I don't think he can hear you, Commander.
Have to hide. Have to hide. You're human. Where did you hide? How come they didn't find you?
Who didn't find us?
The monsters. The swarms. They took everyone.
We weren't here. Tell us what happened.
We're not survivors, Vitor. We just got here.
You don't know. You didn't see. But I see everything.
Looks like security footage. He must have pieced it together manually.
What the hell is that?
My god. I think it's a collector.
And what in the heck that would be?
Is that some kind of alien?
They're a species from somewhere beyond the Omega-4 relay. Only a few people have ever seen one in person.
They usually work through intermediaries, like slavers or hired mercenaries. If they're involved with the Reapers somehow, it could explain what happened to the colonies.
The Collectors have advanced technology. They could have a weapon that disables an entire settlement at once.
The Seeker swarms. No one can hide. The Seekers find you, freeze you. Then the monsters take you away.
Okay, but how did the Vitor manage to escape?
Why didn't the collectors take you?
Swarms didn't find me. Monsters didn't know I was here.
The Collectors aren't known for being careless. Maybe his enviro suit kept him from showing up on their sensors.
Or they were using technology specifically designed to detect humans. Only human colonies have been hit.
So you say. What can he tell him about the swarms? Because Vitor was constantly mentioning some form of swarms.
Tell me more about these swarms.
It's how they find you. Seeker clouds, machines like tiny insects. They go everywhere.
They find you, then they sting you, freeze you.
Sounds like miniature probes, maybe. Find victims, then immobilize them with a stasis field or nerve toxin.
And what about the collectors themselves?
I want to know more about the collectors.
Nobody knows much. They're so rare, a lot of people don't even believe they exist.
More importantly, why are they abducting human colonists? What are they after?
Maybe the elusive man can figure it out.
Well, there's definitely some kind of plan. I mean, there must be a reason why they target only specific species and harvest specific things for whatever objective they have. Alright. I guess I'm gonna let Vidor talk a little bit more.
What happened next?
The monsters took the people onto the ship, and then they left. The ship flew away. But they'll be back for me. No one escapes.
I think that's probably all we're getting out of him, Commander.
I'm gonna thank him.
We appreciate what you told us. You were very helpful.
I studied them. The monsters. The swarms. I recorded them with my Omni tool. Lots of readings. Electromagnetic. Dark energy.
We need to get this data to the elusive man. Grab the Quarian and call the shuttle to come pick us up.
Was that gonna be really necessary?
Vitor is injured. He needs treatment, not an interrogation.
We won't hurt him. We just need to see if he knows anything else. He'll be returned unharmed.
Your people tried to betray us once already. If we give him to you, we'll never get the intel we need.
Praza was an idiot, and he and his men paid for it. You're welcome to take Vitor's Omnitool data, but please, just let me take him.
Yeah, I'm gonna allow Vidor to go with Tally. It's obvious that Vidor have recorded every single inch of data that we need on his Omni tool. So there's no point of taking a possibly injured Quarian with the suit Rapture to Cerberus, because Cerberus is not really gonna know what to do with Quarians that much. In a matter of fact, because it's Cerberus, they're probably gonna hurt Vidor much more than they need. I'm gonna ask Tally if she can join us, though.
You don't have to take Vitor and go. We could work together, just like old times.
I want to, but I can't. I've got a mission of my own. It's too important for me to abandon, even for you. When it's over, and I'm still alive, we'll see what happens.
And what would be the mission?
That sounds dangerous. What are you doing?
I don't think Cerberus needs to hear about it, but it's in Geth space. That should tell you how important it is.
In Geth space, probably because it's Quarians, it also involves a bunch of Geth. But yeah, I'm gonna let Vidor go with Tally. There's absolutely no point of, like I said, there's no point of holding him with the Cerberus.
He's traumatized and he needs medical care. Tally will give us the Omnitool data and take him to the flotilla.
Understood, Commander.
Thank you, Shepard. I'm glad you're still the one giving the orders. Good luck out there. If I find anything that can help you, I'll let you know.
We're ready for pickup.
Shepard, good work on Freedom's progress. The Quarians forwarded their findings from Vidor's debriefing. No new data, but it's a surprising olive branch given our history. You and I have different methods, but I can't argue with your results.
Yeah, having a friend pays off. So, especially when you have a friend that you can actually trust. Which, when you look at it from the real life perspective, that can be a little bit difficult. But then again, to each their own.
You ever think about playing nice once in a while?
Diplomacy is great when it works, but difficult when everyone already perceives you as a threat. But more importantly, you confirm the collectors are behind the abductions.
And he doesn't really seem that much surprised.
Why do I get the feeling you knew about them already?
I had my suspicions, but I needed proof. The collectors are enigmatic at best. They periodically travel to the terminus systems, looking to gather seemingly unimportant items or specimens, usually in exchange for their technology. When their transactions are complete, they disappear as quickly as they arrived, back beyond the unmapped Omega-4 relay. Until now, we've had no evidence of direct aggression by the collectors.
Hello, Malaysian. Hope you're doing well. Glad to see you. Hope you're doing well. I'm having a pretty good game. Just started a pretty good game, pretty good day. I just started Mass Effect 2. So, currently trying to enjoy it. Try to adjust myself to... I'm trying to adjust myself to some of the new gameplay features. And so far so good. We'll see how it's gonna work. Friends equals diplomacy. No wonder Tim has no friends. Well, you call him Tim. Like I said before, his actual name, Elusive's man name is Jack Harper, but that's a little bit of a unknown fact. But I know that why you call him Tim, because the real life actor's name is, I think it's Tim, isn't it? Okay, so what can he tell me about the Omega-4 relay?
Why is the Omega-4 relay unmapped? What do we know about it?
Only that no ship passing through it has ever returned. Our best guess is that the relay reacts differently to collector vessels, allowing them safe passage. If they can manipulate relays, that's just further evidence of the connection with the Reapers.
Alright, and why would they be interested exclusively in humans?
Any ideas on why they've shifted their focus to humans?
If they're agents for the Reapers, it could be any number of reasons. Obviously, humanity played a huge role in Sovereign's destruction. That might have been enough to draw their attention. What really concerns me is why they bother abducting the colonists. Once the humans are paralyzed, why not just kill them?
Well, they're collecting them after all. We have saw them, they're moving pods with what could be possibly a humans inside. Maybe organ harvesting. Maybe they decide, hey, humans actually sound pretty good this season. I'm just gonna make a little bit of a human thigh, just gonna sizzle it on the pan and eat it. So who knows? Maybe they're doing that because they all suddenly decide to turn into human connoisseurs, so to speak.
What are the collectors getting from these deals?
The collectors aren't very forthcoming about their motives. Generally, they seek out species with rare genetic mutations or abnormalities. They pay slavers and merc groups exorbitant sums to obtain these specimens, and then they leave. But they've never targeted a single species before, and the previous sample sizes were in the dozens, not the tens of thousands.
So they already were possibly experimenting with some kind of genetic materials. They were first looking for something unique, but now they're harvesting people in thousands, and thousands are pretty common, so actually a good question. Why would they do that? And it seems like Shepard is assuming that Luciferman is not saying something. What aren't you telling me?
You're holding something back. How do you know the Reapers are involved?
The patterns are there, buried in the data. The Council and the Alliance want to believe the Reaper threat died with Sovereign. You and I know better. I won't wait until the Reapers are on the march. We need to take the fight to them.
And I can't do this alone.
If this is a war, I'll need an army, or a really good team.
I've already compiled a list of soldiers, scientists, and mercenaries. You'll get dossiers on the best of them. Finding them and convincing them to work with you could be challenging, but you're a natural leader. I'll continue to track the collectors. When they make their next appearance, I'll notify you and your team. Be ready.
I used to have a good team in Mass Effect 1.
Keep your list. I want people I trust. The ones who helped me stop Saren and the Geth.
That was 2 years ago, Commander. Most of them have moved on, or their allegiances have changed.
Really? Alright, I think I can investigate a little bit. Maybe first let's go with the companion that we have found the first, so it's Tali.
What about Tali? She already helped us on Freedom's Progress.
That was unexpected. I need more intel before I'll commit to that.
And what about Caden?
Where's Caden Alenko?
He's still with the Alliance. Promoted, I believe. His file is surprisingly well classified.
Or you didn't care that much about him? What about Rex?
Where's Erdnot Rex?
He returned to Chichanka, and he hasn't gone off-world in over a year. He's trying to unite the Krogan clans.
Well, I'm actually glad to see that Rex got convinced otherwise about his species. He actually tried to do something to prevent their extinction. At least some small moves, but it still counts. What about the Garrus?
Where's Garrus Vicarian?
The Turian disappeared a few months after you were declared dead. Even we haven't been able to locate him.
Alright, and Liara.
Where's Liara Tisoni?
She's on Ilium. My sources say that she's working for the Shadow Broker. If so, she can't be trusted.
Working for the Shadow Broker, Liara? But why would she do that?
Okay, I get it. They're not available.
You're a leader, Shepard. You'll get who you need.
And according to this, I am still a Spectre, or at least I used to be a Spectre, because knowing life, Alliance already have counted me as a dead body and they simply moved on.
I'm still a Spectre. Maybe I can get the Council to help us out.
If you think you can convince them, by all means. Just remember, you've been gone a long time. Things have changed.
That probably is true.
You worry about the Collectors. I'll make sure my team's ready.
Good. 2 things before you go. First, head to Omega and find Morden Solus. He's a brilliant Solarian scientist. Our intelligence suggests he may know how to counteract the Collector's paralyzing Seeker swarms.
Is that an order?
I haven't even started and you're telling me what to do?
I'm giving you direction. What you do with it is up to you. I'm sure you'll make the right decision.
All right. What's the other thing?
I found a pilot I think you might like. I hear he's one of the best. Someone you can trust.
Hey, Commander. Just like old times, huh?
I can't believe it's you, Joker.
Look who's talking. I saw you get spaced.
Got lucky, with a lot of strings attached. How'd you get here?
It all fell apart without you, Commander. Everything you stirred up, the Council just wanted it gone. The team was broken up, record sealed, and I was grounded. The Alliance took away the one thing that mattered to me. Hell yeah, I joined Cerberus.
You really trust the elusive man?
Well, I don't trust anyone who makes more than I do. But they aren't all bad. Saved your life, let me fly, and there's this. They only told me last night.
Look at that beauty.
It's good to be home, huh, Commander?
I guess we'll have to give her a name.
A proper one, in the matter of fact. Alright, so from all of this, we have managed to level up. We got a mission summary, but we have pretty much saw what we have found. We have heavy weapon upgrade, additional credits, and additional iridium. Which iridium is one of the resources that we're gonna use to upgrade our weapons in our ship, so...
Welcome aboard the New Normandy, Commander.
Feels like home.
I've been looking
Almost.
over the dossiers. I'd strongly recommend starting by acquiring Morden Solus, the Solarian professor on Omega. We know the Collectors use some type of advanced technology to immobilize their victims. We'll need him to develop a countermeasure to protect us.
So, we basically we immediately need to find somebody who can replace Jacob. Good point. I'm all for it.
And without that countermeasure, we'll be helpless if we ever run into the Collectors.
Acquiring Professor Solus seems like the most logical place to start.
Who are you?
I am the Normandy's artificial intelligence. The crew like to refer to me as Edie.
Hey, Crunch. Means to Jacob to get thrown out the airlock. Boy, do I wish, but sadly that can't be done. Joker would like this. Yeah, for now.
Helmsmen aren't happy when someone takes control of a ship away from them. Especially Joker.
I do not helm the ship. Mr. Moreau's talents will not go to waste. During combat, I operate the electronic warfare and cyber warfare suites. Beyond that, I cannot interface with the ship's systems. I observe and offer analysis and advice. Nothing more.
Alright, so anybody on the ship that I'm supposed to talk to?
I'm guessing it takes more than just the three of us plus Joker to fly this ship.
The Normandy has a full crew. They're at their stations awaiting your orders.
Final preparations for takeoff are complete, Commander. When you're ready to go, just pick a destination from the galaxy map in the CIC and I'll plot a course.
Jacob and I should return to our posts. Come find us if you have any questions.
Galaxy map. Use the galaxy map to pick a destination of the Normandy. In private terminal to read the messages. And also armory to swap the weapons at any point. Plus combat information. Elevator to basically get to the other parts of the ship. Quarters, captain's quarters to simply swap the armor pieces and change the clothing. Tech lab for crafting the ship parts, weapon parts. Yeah, if you guys haven't figured out it at this point, I have been playing this game quite a bit. So we got 3 points right now, and I think I'm gonna invest that into the poll, so I can basically later invest into ammunition powers. But let's see, let's figure it out. Yeah, that's gonna increase the recharge time and duration. 7 seconds while being in sky. The pull would be, it seems like a pull would be a good ability to throw on the heaviest target if it's not a robot, because it will basically would stun them for a little bit while my companions can actually shoot it down, or pull and then biotic charge for the biotic detonation maybe. That also sounds like a good idea. Yeah, let's increase the pull. And I think the next part is gonna go specifically into incinerating ammunition, because Omega, I'm pretty much know what to expect from Omega. So increasing that incendiary ammunition is gonna be a good thing to do. Alright, but ladies and gentlemen, people of Twitch, we're still gonna continue on with the stream. People of YouTube, this is gonna be the end of this episode. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you did, consider subscribing, ringing the bell, send me a like, leaving a comment, all that good stuff. Links for my mod list as well as all my socials can be found in the description below and the pinned comment down below. Once again, thank you guys very much. I'll see you guys on the next episode.